What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Hope everything's good, going good with you guys, man. We're gonna come in and we're gonna finish up the day. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation, Unfiltered fam. The house rules, y'all know. Okay, run the likes up, man. Smash that notification bell if you haven't been getting the notifications, and also smash that like button. Run the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Let's always keep the likes at 50% of who's on here. Okay. Salute the goons in the chat. That's all y'all. Last but not least, tip your bartender, man. What's going on with all you guys, man? Your boy just got home. Your boy just walked in the door. Me and my son, man, we were doing a little early Christmas shopping, man. So, getting some of the necessities out the way, man. A lot of traffic here in LA. But we're home now, man, and it's time for me to do what I normally do, which is get in here and chop it up with all you guys, man. Hope you guys have had a good day, or whatever's going on with y'all. It's positive. Well, yesterday, man, we went on here yesterday, man, and we talked about the wave that is going on in the NFL called the Donald Trump dance that all these players were doing because they saw John Bones Jones do it at UFC, and there was a lot of hubbub about it. All right. So we had 29,500 people in here yesterday. Let me say that number again. 29,500 people wanted to hear us talk about this subject yesterday. Okay. The first thing that I said yesterday was this. I want to see if the National Football League, Park Avenue in New York City, Roger Goodell, and the rest of the owners, see if they had the stones to keep that same energy to ban a physical act like they did kneeling and Colin Kaepernick. And I said I didn't think they had the stones to do it. I said I didn't think they were going to put themselves in a position where Donald Trump was going to be on their behinds. And we got notification today. This is what's being reported. The NFL has no issue with the Trump dance celebration amidst all of the trends that's going on. In other words, they don't want that smoke. They don't want them problems. They dodging a fade, they ducking a fade, they ducking an opponent. They ain't gonna keep that same energy, bruh. It has been reported already that they are definitely not gonna do nothing. But the funny thing about that entire situation is that yesterday they did do, during the game, I should say on Sunday, they did do something. Okay? When Brock Bowers scored his touchdown and he went into the Trump dance, what is being called the Trump dance, which what we call the two-step, CBS cut that entire celebration out on their feed, on the West Coast feed. All right? They cut it out. So why did y'all cut it out? If it wasn't going to be a problem and you guys don't want no smoke, why did you cut the touchdown celebration out? So nobody on the West Coast could see it. They cut it out, bro. And then when Brock Bowers was asked about it, the Raiders cut the interview at the end. Okay? But they made it clear today, NFL, we don't have a problem with the dance. We're not, us ban it? We're not trying to ban anything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now, man, there is a very good reason why they did that, because they understand that they're not going to be dealing with Joe Biden. They understand they're not going to be dealing with somebody who ain't going to come at them and knuckle up. Trump is going to knuckle up, man. You guys try to ban this and try to get the guys that's trying to celebrate him, because that's what they're doing. Let's just keep it a buck. They're not doing the dance because it's fly. That ain't the hottest dance on the block. That ain't the hottest dance in the club. Okay? Ain't no choreographers doing that dance, bro. You're not seeing that dance on Dancing with the Stars. That dance is to pay homage to DTZ. That's what it's for, bro. It's to pay homage, as they say in France, homage. Here in the United States, we say homage. They are doing that to show their solidarity and support for the president-elect. But the president-elect ain't he about that life, man. He's about that action. He's definitely down with the shits. Okay. And I'm telling you, the NFL folded up like a lawn chair, folded up their tents, and went back into the house, bro. It's just like, you remember when such and such said, when I see such and such, it's on site, and then such and such shows up, and then next thing you know, you turn around and Timothy is nowhere to be found. What happened? He was here a second ago. Where'd he go? He out. He jumped about 3 fences and he went to his grandmama house. All right. This whole situation was ridiculous, bro. It was ridiculous for you guys, for the NFL, because the NFL was the one that did it. The NFL, the networks weren't the ones that cut it. The NFL told them, hey, cut that out, cut that out, cut that out. And now they didn't want Donald Trump to have anything to be on their behinds about it. Okay. And I'm laughing now because it's been a long time since we've seen the NFL not be ready, not be down for some action, bro. It's been some time. Anybody that goes against the NFL loses. If you haven't noticed, John Gruden lost several times on his bid to sue. You got a couple of other guys that are trying to sue. Okay, the Vikings ex-head coach that's now which with the Vikings, the defensive coach who's suing the NFL right now. He's not winning. Can't think of his name right at the top of my head. He's not winning, bro. And anybody else that tried to sue the NFL has lost, except for one man by the name of Al Davis, who actually sued the NFL and won to be able to move his team from Oakland to Los Angeles. Okay, that's the only time the NFL's ever lost any type of lawsuits. Brian Flores, thank you, man. Thank you, Booty Band. Couldn't think of his name. Okay. Brian Flores is still suing the NFL, but where's he work for? He works for the NFL. He works for the Vikings. Okay. So they didn't want none of that, bro. But my thing is this, man. Like we always said, don't start none, won't be none. Shouldn't have never made it an issue in the first place. Why'd you cut the whole stuff out? Why are you cutting interviews and saying this, that, and the third, only for you to say, so what are you gonna do now? Hey, man, we don't have a problem with it, man. So be prepared to see it even more. All they did was make it more now. What they just did was make it more. All right? There's going to be more of the dances being done starting on Thursday night. I can't wait, man. The first person to get a sack, the first person to get a touchdown, the first person to get a pick, or a strip fumble, or whatever the case may be, they're going to start going into that two-step dance, and it's going to become the most popular touchdown celebration in the NFL, bro. All because you jumped the gun on something. I would have more respect for you, man, if you really was down for it. If you was really going to pop it the way you popped it, I would have had more respect for you if you would have kept stood on business and stand on your square and say, we're going to ban this dance because a lot of people are going to be upset. But they understood who they was dealing with. All right. They understood who they was dealing with. Now they're scared because they have to be. But they didn't keep that same energy, because when the last time they pulled this caper, it was with a skinny brother with a big afro who had no political power, no political constituents or anything to help him at all. He didn't even have the NFLPA backing him. So it was real easy for you to puff your chest out and be Billy Badass when it was on Colin Kaepernick. But this whole Trump dance thing that you thought you had some traction on, now it's time for you. Now it's time for you for you to cower in your chair now. Oh man, we didn't say we have no issue with it. Yeah, you did, bro. You had issue with it. You had issue with it. Okay. So that's what I wanted to just say. I told you guys yesterday. I told 29,500 people yesterday. Okay. Go back and look at the video count. All right. Go look at the video count when we came on here yesterday. All right. I don't have time to be talking to nobody that's talking foolishness. I talk to tens of thousands of people, bro, at once. So don't think that your little bitty comment is going to get read. We're past you guys. we're beyond you guys right now. All right. So the bottom line is this, man. Be expecting the NFL to be anything involved in Trump, anything involving what he's got going on. They don't want no sport, don't want no parts of it. All right. We made it extremely clear yesterday that the NFL and Donald Trump have a notorious relationship. You talk about oil and water, vinegar and oil, or whatever you think that don't mix. Okay. Whatever don't mix, smart people and dumbass people don't mix. Okay. We got them on here. We got smart people and we got dummies, absolute dummies on here too. We don't mix. The NFL and Donald Trump do not mix. Okay. Period. They have been feuding since the early 80s. Actually, they started feuding in 1983. That was when they first started feuding. A lot of you guys weren't even here, bro. That was 41 years ago when it all started. Started with that USFL situation. And when Donald Trump outbidded the NFL to get the #1 Heisman Trophy best player in the NCAAs, running back out of Georgia by the name of Herschel Walker. When Herschel Walker did not go to the NFL and Donald Trump paid the most money that's ever been paid to a running back or a football player at that time, which was ridiculous amount of money. It was ridiculous. The NFL was like, we don't like this guy. This guy is messing up our situation. Herschel Walker went to New Jersey Generals. I remember watching those games. He had a national television with the USFL. They had Jim Kelly. A lot of these Hall of Fame NFL players played in the USFL. Reggie White played there. Okay, you had a late great Reggie White. That was another person. He was grabbing everybody. The USFL was grabbing Jim Kelly, boom. Reggie White, boom. These players were not going to the NFL, dog. They were not. They were going over there getting a bag. USFL had some traction. All right. It was going well for a while, for a few years. New Jersey Generals. Okay. That was my team in the USFL. My football team, of course, was the Oakland Raiders, LA Raiders, because they already had moved. All right. And my football team was the New Jersey Generals, bro. It was crazy. We had the Oakland Invaders in Oakland. We had the Oakland Invaders. What other teams did they have? Just off the top of my head, I know the New Jersey Generals, a couple of other teams. But a lot of NFL Hall of Famers started in the USFL. So Donald Trump was the biggest investor in that. He had the biggest team and the most money. Herschel Walker went over there. He rushed for 2,700 yards in a season, bro. I mean, we were watching it. Those of us that were around, we watched the NFL, but we were watching that, dog. We were definitely watching USFL. We definitely were. They were a serious threat. So when that folded, Donald Trump, maybe around in the mid-90s, tried to buy the Buffalo Bills. Okay? They straight ghosted him. They're like, nah, man. He had the most money. He had the highest bid. Like, you guys got to understand, man. You got to understand, just because you have a lot of money and you're rich as hell or wealthy, that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to buy nothing in here. If we're not selling you nothing, we're not selling you nothing. Everybody got money that's involved. Okay? Jake Paul might have been able to pay Mike Tyson not to knock his ass out, allegedly. But those of us know Mike was holding back, allegedly. You're not buying us out. Donald Trump was mad as hell because he should have been able to buy the team because he had the money. He didn't have a bad record. He ain't no criminal. He passed all the background checks. They just didn't want him there, dog. It's just like when they don't want you there, they don't want you there. It's just like a country club, bro. A country club, they don't have to make you a member. You would actually think that Michael Jordan, the absolute GOAT of basketball, and a billionaire that's worth 3.5 billion would be able to be with any country club in the country that he wants to. Nope. They're not gonna let him in because he don't fit the criteria. He has everything checked except one box. So you know what he did? He built his own golf courses. He's like, man, hey man, if you ain't gonna let me on I build my own courses. That's what he did. Build his own golf courses, put his own cribs on them. That's what you do. When people don't include you, they're not inclusive, you start your own shit. That's what you do. Okay? But Donald Trump already did what the NFL said to do. Hey man, you don't start your own league. If we don't want you, He's already done that, and he was successful. He was successful. The only reason why is because the other owners couldn't keep asses in seats. The New Jersey Generals were having sellouts. Everybody else in the league wasn't able to pack the house. So what happened? They had to disband. They had to fold up. Okay. And he said, okay, I'm going to take my money. I'm going to try to buy in the NFL. NFL said no. So ever since then, which is the mid 90s, which is 30 something years ago, he's been on an NFL rampage. Anything that has to do with the National Football League, bro, yeah, LA Express, Steve Young, like a lot of you guys don't know that. A lot of you guys don't know. A lot of these dudes, the USFL was making it pop. They had stars over there, bro, for real. Okay. So eventually what wound up happening was he's just been on his tirade against the NFL. But when you're just a private business person, I mean, how can you hurt the league? You can't hurt the league if you're just a private billionaire and you're doing he's on TVs, doing his show, the Apprentice and all that kind of stuff. He's not a threat to the league. When he became 45 and he had an opportunity, I think he really used Colin Kaepernick as a sacrificial lamb to get at the league. That's what I think. I think if Colin Kaepernick was in the NBA, he would have said something, but he wouldn't have went in. Okay, he really went in. That's a man who holds a grudge, bro. That man's gonna hold a grudge wherever he ends up at after he gone. He gonna still hold a grudge. He might contractually put in something in his will to make sure you still are grudge status. That's the kind of cat he is. All right. So the NFL don't want no smoke from Trump. Right now, Donald Trump is the most powerful he has ever been. He is way more powerful, and he's the president-elect. He's way more powerful than he was when he was 45. Okay. When he was 45, he didn't have, the Senate and the House, and he didn't have it all read in there. Now he has it all read, and there ain't gonna be no stop signs for Donald Trump. NFL, they got a possibility of losing a lot playing with him, dog. They can lose their antitrust exemption. They could lose a lot fooling with him. Let these kids dance. You shouldn't have never messed with them in the first place. You shouldn't have never even brought it up. Now everybody's doing the dance. Now we know it's just like anything else. I know how it was when we came to school and there was a substitute. How was it for you guys? We walked into Mrs. Benson's class. It's a sub. I saw it popping in here. Hi, how you doing? My name is Mr. Marshall. Mr. Marshall, it's going to be barbecue chicken for you. We about to act a fool in here, bro. I'm about to spit wads at the homie. I'm definitely gonna pass notes to the girl with the big booty. I am not even gonna try to pass it. I'm just gonna get up and walk over there and give her the note. I'm not listening to you what you're talking about. I'm gonna talk over you. We're gonna do whatever it is. I'm gonna pull my gum out. I'm drinking my soda. All that stuff you wasn't supposed to do when I was in school. Yeah, you got a soda machine, but you couldn't drink the soda in the classroom. I'm cracking my shit in there, Mr. Marshall. You're nobody. Trust us. Okay. Same thing. Right? It's going to be barbecue chicken in there, dog. I mean, the NFL really didn't even do nothing to Nick Bosa. When Nick Bosa walked up with the MAGA hat, they fined him $11,000. Come on, dog. Come on, man. His wife probably spent $11,000 just on buying new silverware for Christmas. Like, 10 grand ain't nothing to Nick Bosa, bro. That ain't no fine. That ain't even a slap on the wrist, bro. That's a little sales tax. Okay? It's like you go and buy a number 2 at McDonald's and it comes out to $12.97 and it was really only $11. But they charge you extra dollar something for tax. Come on, man. You ain't tripping. If you're hungry, you're not tripping over $1.27. Same thing. Same thing, bro. Keeping it gangster. NFL don't want no smoke from DTZ. Just like I said, I knew they were going to fold, man. I knew they were. Like I said, man, ain't going to be no fair, bro. Ain't going to be no, we going to keep that same energy. Nah, dog, it's situation to situation. It's going to be, okay, Kaepernick, we gonna definitely derail your career over a silent protest, something that ain't hurting nobody. Okay? That wasn't hurt nobody, bro. But Donald Trump was on your head, pause. And not in a good way. All right. So you kowtowed. Now the dance, you kowtowed again. But explain why you cut Brock Bowers' touchdown celebration out of the entire video feed on the West Coast. Explain that. Explain why you made the Raiders in his press conference after he was asked the questions about it. Explain that, dog. That ain't to be explained. Explain why the media all over the country was talking about Brock Bowers like he was the only person that did it, when Bosa did it, when Zanarius Smith did it yesterday, when Calvin Ridley did it yesterday, when the 49ers secondary did it yesterday. There was 5 or 6 other people outside of Brock Bowers that did the Trump dance, and nobody said nothing, didn't cut nothing out, none of that. Okay? So that's what's up with that, bro. All right? So I definitely wanted to come in. I don't expect 29,500 people like yesterday. But I do expect me to come in and say, I was right. That's all that I care about. I was right when I told you yesterday in front of 30,000 people, and I'm right now. The NFL don't have the stones to mess around with Trump, bro. They don't want that smoke, and they definitely said it. We have no issue, which is the exact quote. The exact quote was no issues. What does that mean? That means nothing about it. We don't care who did it, which is lies. We don't care what team it was, what time of day it was, what teams were playing, what area code it happened in, what zip code, what time zone. We don't care. We don't want nothing to do with this dance at how you want to, do what you want to, bro. We don't care. Well, what? Anybody say something about, we don't drunk dance, all of that. But on Sunday, you had a problem with it, dog. I'm just telling you, man, be prepared to see a whole lot of scary shit. There's going to be a lot of scary, man, like I said, man, the cat is back. Okay. The light is on, man. The roaches is scattering. Around. I'm telling you, dog, I ain't scared. I ain't got nothing to be scared of. I'm going to run my ship the way I've been running it. Okay? Ain't nobody going to come over here and tell me nothing. I'm going to run it how I run it. But then again, I'm not the NFL, bruh. I'm not all these organizations, man. Like, they better go ahead and either get on board or don't say nothing. Get on board or don't say nothing. If you don't say nothing, you out the way. You run your business. The NFL is the biggest team sports organization in the world. They make probably about $8 billion a year in revenue from 32 teams, concessions and merchandising and all the stuff that they make money on, DraftKings, all the gambling, they make too much money, bro. But they definitely got taught a lesson really quick. Somebody said, bad idea. Click. Somebody said bad idea. Okay. and they're not gonna say nothing. So expect it. It's gonna be the hottest dance of the year, bro. It's gonna be the hottest dance for Christmas. Is gonna be the Trump two-step by every player. And I'm gonna tell you right now, there's gonna be a whole bunch of people that ain't even gonna be looking good doing it. When Trump does it, it fits him. 78-year-old man, he's doing his thug thizzle. The rest of you guys, you have to be off beat. Like you can't be on beat doing it. Like you got to be off beat. You know, no rhythm. You can't have part of the appeal is no rhythm, dog. He don't got no rhythm, dog. Okay, okay, all right. You're supposed to clap on or 2 or 4. Okay, you don't clap on 1 and 3. Just to let you guys know, I'm a musician. You don't clap on 1 and 3 unless you off beat. If everyone's clapping on 1 and 2 and you're clapping on 1 and 3, you're off beat. Just letting you know, just letting a lot of you Carlton dancers out there know when you think you're on beat, you're not. We understand, like, look at this fool out here, dog. You're on the 1, bruh. Okay, understand that. Just letting you know. But that's part of the appeal. He doesn't care about the beat. He cares about him dancing to it. Okay? That's what's up. But the rest of these fools, if you got any type of rhythm, you know, it's going to look crazy, man. It's going to look crazy. It's going to be the brothers that are going to be looking the worst. Tell you that. The brothers are going to be looking the worst out there doing that dance, bro. Okay? Because you're going to be doing it on beat. That's not how it's done. Okay. So, yeah, you guys, man. I just wanted to just come in and read you guys' questions. But, yeah, I just wanted to come in, man. Like I said, yesterday I was right, and I'm right now. I knew the NFL wasn't going to keep that same energy. It would be nice if people actually really were bullies for real. The days of the bullies for real are gone. They pick their opponents. They pick their victims. They're going to pick out who is the weakest link, and then they're going to go hard at them. And then the people who are good adversaries, they don't want no smoke. Okay? They really don't. Okay? So I was hoping that the NFL was going to be the big bag wolf and they were going to go hard at this situation, but hey, they know what's up. They know that it's a losing battle. They don't want that man. They don't want that man on their ass like that, though. Okay. All right. So let me read you guys' comments, man. Read you guys' comments. I definitely wanted to just follow up on that. All right. Okay. All right. First things first, man. Let me read this dono real quick, man. Milk, what's going on with the $2 dono? Great steam. Make sure you guys are tipping your bartender in here, you guys. Make sure you're tipping your bartender. Okay. Like I said before, last night's live was lit. Damn near 30,000 people, bro. I was like, that's how we do it. We start talking, people show up. They ain't showing up tonight because I already said it yesterday. They heard what I said yesterday. All right. Booty Bang. What's going on, Booty Bang, man? Glad that the Bills beat the Chiefs. I mean, we all are, dog. You know, Chief fans are they keep talking about what they are, but they don't want to talk about that loss. Okay. I have not heard from a Chiefs fan wanting to discuss what happened yet. They never want to discuss a loss, but they just want to act like a loss didn't happen. We move on. We're still this. We're still that. We're still. Okay. I can agree on that. Can we agree on this loss, though? Can we talk about that? They don't want to talk about that loss. Nothing cripples a Chief fan more than a loss, bro, because they don't have nothing to say. They don't even know how. They can't even have a conversation with you at that point. They can't even say, yeah, man, you know, we sputtered in the end, you know, in the red zone, or yeah, Patrick was being a little erratic with the football. We didn't have ball security. They don't want to do none of that. There's no X's and O's, man. They just want to act like it didn't happen. Okay. Egalitarian was going on. Pat Murphy was going on. With Bang, I'm not worried about the Trump dance. I'm worried about what the Raiders are going to do. Hey, bro, Raiders ain't going to do shit. Okay. You see what's up? They're 2-8. All right. Winter Thomas, what's going on, pimping? Yeah, Booty Bang, do you think Shaq Michael Irvin would convince Jerry Jones to hire Prime? Convince him? No. Nobody convinces Jerry Jones of anything. Is he listening? Yeah. Jerry Jones is a boss, man. He loves Michael Irvin as a son, and you know, but come on, dog. Like, it's my kingdom, dog. When you're the king, you listen to your court, you listen to your, you know, people that are, you know, your advisors, bro. But ultimately, you're the king for a reason. Jerry Jones you can't convince Jerry Jones to do something. It has to be in Jerry Jones' best interest, dog. When Jerry Jones decides that it's for him, then he'll do it. You can talk to him till the cows come home. Do you think that all those people were telling him, sign Derrick Henry, sign Derrick Henry, sign Derrick Henry, sign Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry's right there. Derrick Henry lives over here. Derrick Henry trains over here. Derrick Henry's at the facility. Sign Derrick Henry. You know what Jerry Jones said? Nah, I ain't signing Derrick Henry, man. He costs too much. Who looking crazy? Jerry Jones. He should have signed Derrick Henry, and he didn't. But he's the king, and the king calls the shots. So there ain't no convincing him. You can talk to him, but at the end of the day, Jerry Jones is going to make his own decisions. That's what he does. Okay? All right? All right. Mini-me in the house. What happened to freedom of speech? You do have freedom of speech. You do have freedom of speech, but you're not allowed to yell fire in a crowded theater because that's inciting a riot. People think freedom of speech means no repercussion. Like, people think that I have freedom of speech, I can say whatever and there's no repercussion. That ain't true. That's not true. Freedom of speech means you didn't get in trouble for saying what you said, but you're in trouble for what happened after what you said. See, you're still responsible for what you say. See, people get this shit all wrong, bro. You get this shit all wrong. You don't got the freedom to say whatever you want without repercussion. If you say something, it happens all the time. Look at these RICO cases. Look at all these RICO cases that you're seeing with all these people with Diddy and Young Thug and all these rappers right now. They're finding out, like John Gotti found out about like 20 years, 25 years ago, 30 years ago. You tell somebody to do something and they do it, doesn't exonerate you. It wasn't me. I just said to do it. Nah. See how that makes sense? You don't get to tell somebody else to do something and they do it and you say, I just said something. I didn't do anything. I have freedom of speech. I could say, go over here and do this. Nah, dog. No, you can't. You're not in trouble for what you said. You're in trouble for what happened after you said it. You're responsible for what was happened after. So all y'all need to, you was either asleep in civics class or American history. You need to go back and read those 3 documents: Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, Constitution. You better read those because y'all got this whole thing all completely wrong. Right? I'm just trying to help you guys out, man, for you to say something that's going to get your ass in trouble. All right? When you're in court and you got a case because you said something, don't come back and say freedom of speech in the courtroom because they're going to say, oh, you're not in trouble for what you said. You're in trouble for what happened after that. It's America, man. You can't just do whatever you want here. I don't know where y'all getting that shit from. Right. Booty bang, if the Cowboys get prime, his sons are going to Dallas. Oh, well. Oh, well, man, you shouldn't be relying on one guy to save you. That's the problem. You're always relying on somebody to save your ass when you make all these mistakes, bro. It's like the rich kid whose father has power and money and always bails his ass out. He doesn't. What do you learn, bro? When you're always having somebody to bail you out, you learn by not having nobody bail you out. That's how I learned. When you have to figure it out, dog, you gonna have to figure this one out, bro. Damn, how am I gonna get through for 2 weeks? Damn, man, I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'm gonna have to budget my money. You learn how to budget your money. You learn how to fix your own whip. You learn how to make your own food and do whatever. Like when you don't have it, you have to learn how to do that. But when you got somebody to bail your ass out, you got mama ready to tell you, you come home at any time and all of that. You ain't never gonna be no man out there in the world when you know you can go home. So that's what it is. The reason why we're in the position we are is because we're always relying on somebody to save us. Josh McDaniels, this dude, Chucky, all these guys. Man, you got to cut it out, bro. You got to be responsible. Okay. Mini Me said, deal with it. Okay. All right. Pat Murphy said, I call it the old man dance. I mean, we called it the 2-step, dog. You know what I'm saying? We call it, just the thug dance, man. Just boom, boom, boom. It's just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I mean, the dance is the easiest dance in the world because there's 4 beats in a measure. And that means that's 4 movements. So it ain't hard. It ain't like clapping. Clapping, you got to clap on the 2 and the 4. You got to be on, boom, clap, boom, clap, 1, clap, that's 2, boom, 3, 4. If you're clapping on the 1 and the 3, you're off beat. But the 2-step is on every beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's easy. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Okay? That's why it's popular. All right? Just saying. All right. See you guys, man. When me said Trump's about business, me saying Trump will clean house. I see what you're saying. But man, how you doing? I'm good, bro. I've been with my son the last 4 hours, man. Picked him up from school, then I took him to one of these events, and then me and him been rolling around, man. I went all the way to the valley, man, real deep valley, to go over there and do some shopping, and then went to another mall, and then fought traffic all the way back to the west side, man. So I've been gone since 3 o'clock. Actually, I've been gone since I picked them up at 1:30, so I've been gone since 1:30. So I'm doing good, man. All right. Okay. All right. Booty Bang said Brian Flores. Yes, sir. Chosen in the house. Okay. Najee, what's up, man? Going on. Booty Bang would be funny if the Chiefs end up missing the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to happen. Hopefully the Chiefs lose the rest of the games. I mean, it's not going to happen, but it would be funny. Ronald Brooks, Trump is the one that wanted the NFL to stop protest kneeling and sue the NFL and won $1. Trump is anti-NFL. Yeah. Because you're talking about somebody who is vindictive beyond belief. Once they didn't let him buy the Buffalo Bills, and at that time the Buffalo Bills were going bankrupt, bro. Their owner Ralph Wilson had just was either sick, and he was on his getting ready to be out of here, and they were trying to sell it because they weren't making any money. They weren't making any money, and Trump was like, let me buy it. Let me buy a depreciating asset, because that's what you do when you're in this position. You buy a depreciating asset, and then you at the low, and then you build it up into something that he could probably sell or do something later. And he had the cake, and they didn't sell it to him. I mean, these kind of things happen. I mean, the Oakland A's did the same thing to Reggie Jackson. Hold that thought, man, real quick. All right, I had to answer that, man. But yeah, so that's what's going on. So what's going on with that, man? And definitely anti-NFL, because once you told him he couldn't buy the team, and you tell a rich man it's not for sale. You can't tell no wealthy man something ain't for sale, dog. And I want that. You can't. What? It ain't for sale. Everything's for sale. Are you crazy? Everything. I'm gonna overpay. Your money's not good here. The NFL told Trump, your money's not good here. And you know what? All right. See, that's why you got to be careful who you shit on when they're down. You never know who's going to turn into whoever. The NFL had no idea. They never dreamed that the dude that they shitted on was going to become the president. They had no clue. That was the last thing they ever thought, because if they would have known that, they would have let him in. Okay, and even if he would have bought it, he would have been the president, because that was his trajectory. That's where he was headed. They wouldn't have never did that. That's why you got to be careful who you shit on, who you step on, who you talk crazy about. Okay, who you disrespect. Okay, you find out real quick, that person who you disrespect could have saved your ass, could have put you in a better situation. Okay, could have hooked you up with that job. You flip this dude off, man. You're on your way to a job interview. You flip him off and call him the N-word. You get to the job interview, it's the same dude. Oh. Job, but we'll go through the interview and waste your time. But you ain't an ideal candidate. Okay, straight up. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm just reading. Okay, some of the stuff you guys are saying, I'm not even going to read, because it doesn't make no sense. So if I ignore you, there's a reason. Booty Bang, even though I don't like Trump, I got to give his man his respect. I mean, not liking somebody is your right. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people I don't like. Trust me, a lot of people. Okay, but I don't have to respect them, or I don't have to like them, because I don't have to deal with them. I don't have to deal with them, dog. I mean, what are they doing? I mean, the people who I dislike aren't my bosses. They're not over me. They don't call a shot. They don't have any type of bearing in my life at all. I can say anything to them or say anything about them and nothing's going to happen to me. Like my money's not being stopped, my job, none of that stuff. Hey, all right. But when he winds up being the president, and when you hate that man, luckily for a lot of y'all, you don't know, he doesn't know you personally. But if you're from a certain, you know, group of people that he doesn't have that much of respect for, you're going to be the one that's going to be paying the price. Simple as that. Okay, trust me. All right. So, disliking him, I mean, that's your right. I ain't never gonna tell somebody who to like and who to not to dislike, because there's too many people that tell me, "Yo, man, you need to give that guy grace, Shaq. That was over 30 years ago." So I don't give a damn if it was 50 years ago. He says something that he shouldn't have said, and guess what? I'm gonna hold his feet to the fire for that. And when I see him, I'd say the same thing to him. I talk to him any kind of way when I see him. Okay. My boys be like, "Come on, man, we trying to have fun." Hey, man, shit, nah. I don't care if it was 1994 or not. Okay, I still meant it when I said I don't F with this dude. I don't. All right. Justin Saw in the house. What's going on, pimping? This society makes everything a big deal. Need to stop that tampon usage. I mean, well, damn. Sometimes them periods be heavy, bro. sometimes it be a heavy day. Okay, it'd be a heavy day. And it's not even the ladies. That's the bad part. Okay, not even a woman, dog. And you're leaking in the wrong areas. I mean, you can't make it up. You just can't. Okay, like I said before, man. I've lived a long time. I've lived through every regime, bro, that you can have here. I've lived through the Republican regimes. I lived through Reaganomics. Come on, dog. The 80s Reaganomics ain't nothing was like that. A lot of y'all don't even understand. 80s with Reagan and Reaganomics. I don't think Trump's going to be able to do that, dog. Like, you don't even understand. Okay. That was back when I was still coming up, and they was taking away everything. All these proposition this and proposition that was giving you this and giving money for, extra money for sports and, team uniforms and all that, man. We took all that stuff away, dog. You don't even understand, dog. All those things just being taken away. Okay, so I lived through that. I lived through, Democratic. It doesn't matter, bro. It's all the same to me, man. I'm smart enough to know, focus on the money. You focus on the money, all this other stuff don't mean nothing, bro. Okay. Roland Doe, okay, said he deserved no respect. He's a failed businessman and a trust fund baby. Like I said, everybody has a right to say whatever they want to say. Like they know nobody's wrong, dog. But at the end of the day, there is reality. Okay, there is reality. There is a position that he will be acquiring at the inauguration. He will be the commander in chief. There's nothing that can be done about that. All right. Justin Saw in the house, man. Appreciate you, big dog. You know what it is. KS Cowboy said facts. Okay. Mr. Trump said 2024 and beyond. I don't know about beyond because he only has one more term. Milk said New Jersey Generals. That was my squad, man. New Jersey Generals, man. The red with the generals stars on it, bro. And Herschel Walker. I never missed the game, dog. I never missed it. I was a running back, so I'm like, man, I'm watch Herschel Walker and watch his moves and, see if I could, steal something. See if I could steal something from him. And I watched all those games, bro. He was just running over everybody. But the USFL were, at that time, they were really, in a lot of ways, more entertaining. I mean, not entertaining as far as like, he hate me and all the gimmicks. No, just football. They had really good football players. I mean, they had really good football players over there playing, all right? And it was very, very competitive. A lot of those teams would have came to the National Football League and put their foot in the league's ass. They were that good.
Help me.
What are you doing, son? What happened? Why are you, what did you do, bro? You're always doing something. Like my son's over here, man. Okay. Why you got it in incognito mode? Okay, how about that? There you go. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Got to be a dad. But we bang, be honest with you, I had no idea NFL legends play in the USFL. That's why you're here to learn something.
Yeah.
Why you keep pushing the wrong buttons, dog? What happened, man? And you know I'm on live right now, man. You my dog, you my homeboy. Okay, you're gonna have to do something else. Let's just try this, man. Try this for now, okay? Because you did something. I don't know what you did, man. All right. Shawnee said you have a Detroit accent. I have a Bay Area accent. I'm from the Bay. I'm from the Bay Area. I'm not from Detroit. I'm not from the D. I got cousins out there though. Okay, I got cousins in the D. All right. How about you trying to get to the internet, son? I don't know what you're trying to do, man. 4 years old, man, knows how to navigate all this stuff. Okay, but you put it in incognito mode. I don't know, dog. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to help you with this one, brother. Okay. Here, watch this. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? You know what? Now you ain't gonna get it. Now you ain't gonna get it.
No, no, I'm not getting it.
You're not gonna get it, man. If you don't stop acting up, Mama ain't gonna give it to you. All right, sorry, you guys, but hey, you gotta understand. It's just like all y'all gotta understand about Trump, man. I'm Trump in my house. All right. And if the NFL's a joke, not real, and we're still gonna watch it. Okay. Old Soul said Niners 2025 champions. Show me better than you can tell me. Jay Marius said, facts, Jim Kelly went there. Yeah, Jim Kelly was balling, bro. They had, I mean, Jim Kelly, Reggie White, Steve Young, all these dudes are in the NFL Hall of Fame, bro. Okay. All right. Yeah, the NFL is a monopoly. Okay. Yeah. Booty bangs a lot of things. I mean, every time you tell me you didn't have no idea, that's why you come over here. Okay. Milk said the USFL was nice. USFL was real nice. NFL fans legitimately had. See, this is the problem. This is the reason why no other league has been able to compete with the NFL. Okay, the time before the USFL, the AFL, and they did the merger in 1970, the AFL was competing with the NFL like it wasn't. That's why they did the AFL NFL championship game, which turned into the Super Bowl in Super Bowl III. Why you think the Jets and the Colts were in the Super Bowl? Aren't they both in the AFC? That Super Bowl made them merge. They're like, okay. And then because the AFL teams was winning the Super Bowl, bro. All right. The first Super Bowl, NFL won the first two. The AFL won the next two because the Jets won and then the Chiefs won. They said, we got to merge, bro. They're going to end us. AFL was about to do that. USFL had that same type of love. They were really entertaining, bro. It's just that the other owners didn't have the money to keep bankrolling it. They didn't have the paper, bro. They didn't have it. Trump had his money. Trump was them other teams didn't have the money because they couldn't get the draws. They couldn't pack the stadium. They couldn't pack their own shit. Okay. All right, Booty Bangs, cool. Thomas Whittington, yeah, Thomas Whittington handles business. Okay. What does the antitrust agreement mean in the NFL? It's the first time I heard of it. Well, man, their antitrust agreement isn't like baseball's. Baseball truly has an antitrust agreement. Tell me a league that has competed against Major League Baseball in 125 years. You can't name one. You can't name an AFL, American Football League. You can't name a USFL because they have an antitrust exemption, meaning that they have a legal monopoly over baseball that was put in the 1920s that has not been overturned. Okay, don't mind the noise as my son on his iPad finally figured it out. Okay, and then I'm gonna get off of here. But when it comes to football, their antitrust has to do with the television negotiations. Okay, that's where their antitrust comes into play, is the money that they get for the television. So in other words, they have an exemption saying that the NFL can represent all 32 teams when it comes to negotiating the rights to those teams. Those teams don't have to do it individually. Just imagine if every team had to negotiate their own deal. Okay? So when they merged in 1970, That's when Richard Nixon was the president. They said, we're going to allow you guys, because the AFL had its own television deal and the NFL had their own television deal. So they said, we're going to allow the NFL to be the AKA broker or representation for all the teams. And at that time, I think it was 28 teams at that time. So if they could control the television, they monopolize everything, because what? You can't get aired. You can't get aired, bro. How are you going to compete against them if they got all the television rights all locked up? Why you think XFL is during the summer? Why you think when they relaunched the USFL, why do you think that it was when the NFL wasn't playing? They're not directly in competition with the league because the league has the monopoly on the television rights, which is what? Monopoly. If I could say, hey man, I got the right to be the only store open during the Christmas holidays, and y'all can't be open, and the only time y'all can be open is when I'm closed. You don't get to tell me you in competition with me, dog. Ain't nobody coming to shop at your spot at 3 a.m. I got all the prime hours from 10 to 9 or 10 to 12. That's when I'm running shit. So you don't got no competition. So that's why. All right. Okay. Booty Bang said they focused on Brock because he plays for us. Ronald Brooks said Trump's a tired of bastards. Yeah, now these players are dancing like him. These kids, they're kids, man. Ronald Brooks, they're kids, bro. Like, I'm always going to be the cool uncle. I'm the cool uncle, bro. I'm the uncle that my nieces and nephews and my god kids always tell me, Unc, I can always talk to you because you ain't going to be judgmental. You're this and that. I can't talk to my mama. I can't talk to my daddy. I could talk to you. I'm the cool uncle, dog. I'm always gonna be in tune with what's popping. Plus, I got a toddler kid. My son is 4, bro. What I look like walking around here not knowing what it is, not knowing the lingo, not knowing the proper terminology, not knowing the new hot talk, not knowing the new catchphrases in the slang talk. I got to know all of that. Okay, I ain't never gonna be the guy you say something I don't know what you're talking about. All right. These kids do not care about what we care about. They don't care about what their mama talking about, what their daddy talking about, what their grandmama them talking about. They don't care about none of that because you didn't care about that. When you were in there listening to your hip hop music and your dad said, turn that garbage off. What is all that? You know what you did? You put your headphones on. Like, did you stop playing it? No. You kept listening to the shit. These kids are just like you. They're not listening. Trump is cool to them. You know why Trump is cool to them? Here's the reason why the young people are effing with Trump. They're effing with Trump because you're not. That's the main reason, because you're not. They're looking at it like this. Damn, this dude's older than my grandfather and y'all don't like him? This guy must be the guy then. Because if I was 20, 22, 23, 25, under 30, and I see all my parents all out of sorts, people crying because they didn't win the election and all this crazy stuff, I would be like, damn, y'all in shambles. What is this man talking about? That'd be making me wanting to read them. Why y'all all in shambles, man? How come y'all don't rock with them? So that's what it is. That's why they're doing the dance, man, because it's pissing everyone off. Trust me, bro. I always played my music loud, bro, when I was pulling up because the neighbors didn't like me playing my music when I was pulling up. Oh, I'm definitely cranking up my stuff now. Hey, man, the neighbors are talking about you coming in 2:00 in the morning, music. I said, Dad, I don't even be remembering what time it is when I pull up. I roll my window down so they could hear that shit. I want to see their damn light by the light that's next to your bed, that's on your nightstand. I want to see that nightstand light pop up when I pull up. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ed said freedom expression and freedom of speech prefer the cheesy truck dance than the hip thrust. Okay. Brett said Trump needs to change his diaper. Okay. You need to let them know that. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see here. All right. I don't know what this means. A lot of you guys are talking in codes. Okay. What's going on? If people want to see celebrations, not protests. You don't know what people want to see. You're not everybody, Ed. You know what you want to see. See, the days of everybody trying to say what nobody wants to see is over. That's over, bro. This election proved that. Nobody wants to have him back in office, man. No, huh? What? We're gonna show you. That's exactly what they did. They showed you better than they can tell you. So the days of trying to like include all of us in your rhetoric is over, bro. We're in the times of individualism. Everybody's an individual. Nobody's looking out for nobody unless they want to. So all this about nobody wants to do this and you're talking to yourself. Okay? All right. Stephanie White said, "Let people be, let them dance. They took a knee, etc. We had to accept it. Deal. Support their pick. You supported yours. Sorry, postal service and for Trump. Hey man, you don't got to apologize for being you. Whoever you are is who you are. I know I ain't apologizing for being me. I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do. I'm really about to be free as hell to do whatever I want now. It doesn't mean because I'm not a criminal, so it ain't nothing that I'm gonna be doing unlawful. But when it comes to everything else, you take out everything that's unlawful. You take that all off the table. You just knock all that on the ground. Everything unlawful that can be done won't be done by Shaq. Knock it all off. Everything left, it's a barbecue for me, bruh. I'm gonna get a little bit of this mac and cheese. I'm gonna get a little bit of this potato salad. I'm gonna get me some of this chicken. I'm gonna get me some of this tomahawk. I'm gonna load my plate up. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to, bro. Ain't nothing nobody can do. Ain't nothing you can do. I'm too smart to do something against the law. So that ain't it. I'm gonna be pissing off everybody because I'm gonna do what I want. Ain't nothing no president can tell me, no Congress, no anything, because everything that they're doing is all gonna be under the law. So guess what? I'm gonna do whatever I want under the law, bro. I'm gonna do whatever I want, and that's it. So I wouldn't apologize if I was you. Okay, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. We got some people on there saying some crazy stuff though. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me get these guys out. Like I said, man, you don't got to worry about it. All right. S. Bryce put off the trunks really well. Well, he wasn't dancing to no music though. There wasn't no music really that he was dancing to. I mean, he pulled it off. There wasn't no music to regulate. I mean, he would have been on beat. So, but yeah, he played it off pretty well. There wasn't anything. There was no music playing when he did it. No music that he needed to be dancing to. Okay. Dr. Feelgood in the house. Okay. Like Stephanie White in here preaching. Stephanie White in here, and they're on the soapbox. Hey, Stephanie, you say what you say, I say what I say. Come on, man. All right. Ain't gonna be no controlling nobody. All right. I mean, a lot of people are gonna have to get out of the habit. Let me give you guys all a little bit of advice. Here's something that's gonna have to stop. Nobody cares. You're including everybody now. You got to say you don't care. See, everybody wants to try to make themselves their opinion bigger by adding people to it. Nobody cares. People don't want this. They want this. Nah, dog. You're going to have to stand on your own too. There is no trying to rally us up and use us too and act like you're part of a consortium. You're not. You're not a part of a consortium. Nobody made you the group leader. You're not even a group leader at work. Like you have no one follows you nowhere. You don't have no power to call. You don't even lead a meeting at work. You're back there sitting there sipping on your coffee, bro, listening like everybody else. Okay? So stop saying nobody cares. We don't care. People want this. They don't want that. It's all over with. You're on your own. Have the guts to say, I don't. But there is no we. Okay. Understand that. That's a very bad habit you guys have. All right. We need to see the people that's with you. We don't believe you. You need more people. Cut it out. I've been hearing all of this we stuff and people want and da da da. Nope. Telling you that shit now. Everybody's out for self out here, bruh. Everybody is looking out for their own bottom line. Trust and believe. And if they're looking for you, it's because they want to. All right. Equan, what's going on? All right. Okay. All right. You got these Chiefs fans in here not talking about that damn loss. You see how they skip? All the Chiefs fans, y'all have something in common. Y'all don't want to talk about the Buffalo game at all. Y'all just want to act like that shit didn't happen. I just know that, bro. I just know that. Okay. All right. Okay. Booty Bang said freedom of speech is a double-edged sword. It's not a double-edged sword if you know what it is. If you know a knife is sharp, you won't cut yourself. You know. You ever see like Top Chef and stuff? You see them dudes and they're cutting those onions up so damn fast. They're not using a dicer. You know why? Because they respect the knife. They know I'm going to keep my fingers out of the way and I'm going to go, I'm going to cut as fast as possible, but I'm going to keep my fingers out the way. So if you know that you don't have the freedom to say whatever you want, you ain't going to get in trouble. Like I said, ain't nothing worse than uneducated people trying to spout off law. Like, y'all don't even understand. You don't even understand. Every year, the tax laws change. There's laws that change every year. Come January 1st, there's going to be some laws that are new and some old laws that don't exist no more, especially when it comes to driving. Here in California, I always tell my wife, babe, these are the new laws that are coming out. Make sure now you got to do this. Now you got to do that. Now this happens. Like one of the biggest laws that happened here in California was the crossing walk statute that your boy Gavin Newsom put in. Because here in California, man, people don't stop for people standing at the crosswalk. Everybody knows when you took your driver's test, pedestrians always have the right of way. Okay, meaning that if a pedestrian's at a crosswalk, your ass is supposed to stop. But here in LA, boom, 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 just blew through. But they could be crossing the street, you're blowing through it. Gavin Newsom said this. All right, they're going to put signs up. So they got signs at crosswalks saying pedestrians have the right of way in lieu of a fine. And they made the fine like $1,500. If you blow through a crosswalk and somebody is waiting for that crosswalk and you don't let them cross, or they're in the street and you don't slow down and a cop sees you, that's a $1,500 ticket. They ain't playing with you. People still do it because they don't know. They've been blowing through it. Okay? Driving in a school zone. Speed limit's 15 miles an hour. I take my son to school every day. I pick him up every day. Man, them people are going 45 in the damn school zone, bruh. Okay. $1,200 ticket when you get caught. Just telling you. Okay. All right. Dr. Feelgood. I see what you're saying, Fambo. Talking to Equan. Okay. You guys are talking some football, man. Jerry Jones is the guy for the NFL. Yeah, he's looking like he is. Okay. Central Coast Cali Raider, what's going on? Took my wife and nephew and sister-in-law, had some shows these nephews how to be a man. Yeah, dog. I remember you told me, man, that was dope. Okay. That's good, man. Glad you guys had a good time. All right. Yeah, Doug Flutie. Yeah, Doug Flutie. I forgot Doug Flutie played in the USFL. Okay. You guys are talking about Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel's a good coach. Bill Parcells came from there. Bless Up said immigrants need to watch out. Yeah, I don't care if it's 50 or 100 years. It don't matter. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. I don't know, man. A lot of y'all be saying stuff that makes no sense. One thing I've noticed about you, Shaq, is that you have a great memory, bro. Hey, man, it happens, man, when you get older, dog. I mean, literally, man. I mean, I didn't damage my brain either, dog. So, I wasn't a weed smoker, so I didn't do any of that, wasn't a heavy drinker, So for me, man, You know, keeping my faculties is important. But the older I get, the more I remember. I ain't gonna hold you. I really remember a lot of stuff now, more than I did before. Like I'm like, damn, I remember my teachers' names, bro. Like before, I'd be like, man, what was my first grade teacher's name? Damn, I can't remember her name. I can remember all my teachers' names now. Boom, I can remember all their names, my principals' names, my assistant principals' names, my coaches' names, their first names, their wife's name. I remember everything now. Okay, but I didn't do nothing to damage my brain cells either. So, okay, all right, I see that. Okay, I see that. I see the Trump support in here. Jim Kelly, New Jersey Generals, Portland Breakers. Man, I'm telling you, USFL was cracking, bro. USFL was popping. Hey, son, I think somebody's here. I think your favorite person in the whole world's here. I think your favorite person in the whole world. What's up, babe? Yeah, Reggie White. Your boy was over here a little mad earlier because he went in incognito mode on his iPad. Yeah, he didn't know how to get out of it. He was getting mad, but it is what it is. My favorite USFL player, Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker. Without Herschel Walker, I wouldn't even have watched the USFL. Okay, Herschel Walker was killing everything moving, bro. All right. Yeah, Marcus Dupree, Portland Breakers. Yes, sir. USFL was awesome. So you go all the way back to the WFL. I don't remember the WFL. I do remember that a lot of those Miami Dolphins went to the WFL, the World Football League. I do know that, but I was too young. Like I had just barely started watching the Raiders and watching football, pro football. I didn't have any older brothers or cousins or anything. So I came into playing football late. I didn't start playing football till I was like 6 or 7 years old, like 7 or 8 years old. Okay. But when I played it, I was good. First time I ever touched the ball, scored a touchdown. I'll tell you that. Kickoff, they's like, run that way. I was like, don't let them touch you. Oh, that's all? Okay. Pew. I like this game. So, yeah, I do remember Jim Kick, Larry Zonka. A lot of those guys went over to the WFL. I think Fred Biletnikoff went there for a year. For 1 year. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get these guys off of here. All right. Yeah, I know my stuff. Marcel Laporte said, bro knows his stuff. Sub the channel. I'm an intellectual, bro. Me being able to talk and be able to utilize what I know is important to me, dog. So I appreciate you saying that, dog. I do know my stuff. That ain't me tooting my own horn. That's me really being on here, putting in work. So, yeah, I know a lot of stuff, man. Yeah, 1974. See, like I said, that's when I became a fan of the Raiders, 1974. Okay, that's when I really started liking pro football. So for me, yeah, Zonka and a few others. I just said that Zonka, Jim Kick. I know Fred Biletnikoff went there. I think it was during the summer. It was like during the summer. I do remember that. Okay. Yeah, ABC did have USFL. We used to watch it, bro. Wild Water Sports. Jim McKay. Okay, you remember Jim McKay? Wild Water Sports. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. See, they don't know that. That's us talking way up here. Okay. Okay. Carlos Solo saying something about people, property or something. Feel good. And those that dance like him are telling us who voted for him. People don't care, dog. I mean, when you've already won, what difference does it make? Like, people really think that here's the thing about Trump supporters, because I have a lot of Trump supporters and Harris supporters. I'm friends with both of them. I didn't stop being friends with people because of who they voted for. Like, that's who you voted for. As long as you ain't saying nothing to me personally, when you offend me personally, you done. That's your ass. Okay? But I got friends on both sides. Trump supporters are not brash about, they're not shy. They gonna rub that shit. They gonna rub it. They gonna definitely tell you. They're gonna tell you they won. That's what people, when they win, that's whoever wins gets to talk shit. To the winner goes the spoils, bro. That's what it is. I won. You didn't. That's it. And these people are mad. Like, dude, if you would have won, it would have been the same way. Like, don't compete and then be mad when the person who beat you talks shit. I don't get it. I expect you to talk shit. But when I win, that's why I go super hard when I win. Okay? When the Raiders beat the Chiefs on Christmas, I told you guys, you better go hard in the paint, bruh. All you right now, the Chiefs are down right now. Y'all sitting around here bullshitting. Y'all sitting around here trying to be friends. Y'all sitting around here, I ain't gonna really go in on. You ain't even understanding when they get back up next week, when they beat the lowly Carolina Panthers and they're back on the win train, they're gonna be back on your back. They're gonna be breaking your back again. They're gonna be kicking your nostrils out. They're down now and you're not talking, you're not saying nothing. You're crazy for that. Not me. When I'm up, it's my turn and you're down. Oh, I'm kicking you, bro. I'm kicking you with steel-toed boots on, bro. I'm breaking rib cages because I know eventually you're going to be back up and you're going to try to kick me again. No, dog. Ain't no mercy. Ain't none of that. Nope. None of that, man. Your turn. You're at the ale party. You're getting it. That's it, bro. I don't care. All right. I lose friends when it's my turn. I'm telling you, man, take it from somebody. I'm being totally honest with you. Do you know how many friends I've lost when it was my turn to talk shit? As long as it was on me, I was good with it. I didn't end no friendships. I didn't do none of that. As long as you didn't say nothing that you shouldn't have said. Now you take shit too far. I'm gonna take you to deep water and I'm gonna drown you. Okay? But outside of that, if it's just y'all, we got you out of, hey man. Right, yep, Long as I'm down, we can get along, bro. We can have a beer. We can go to strip club. We can go to the bar. I'm invited over for the barbecue. I mean, as long as all of that stuff was cool, and I was on the downside, we could be friends forever, man. We could be friends past death. We could be friends in the afterlife as long as I'm the one that's not up. Let me get up. When I get up and I start letting you know you're down, oh, that's been ghosted. No phone call. Hey, man, no invite. None of that. Hey, man, hey, have you talked to him? No, I ain't talked to him. All that shit. Different situation, bro. Because I do it just as bad as you did. As a matter of fact, I'm better at it. Because I have all this ammunition. I'm just like this. Yeah, when my time comes, dog. Yeah, right now you skinning and grinning right now. But you're going to have shit stains when I'm done with you. Trust and believe. And when the time comes, dog, I give it to him, dog, in the wrong way. All right? Okay. I see you. No apologies. All right. Okay. All right. Dr. Feelgood talking. 20 adults are back in charge. Like I said, do you see all the things they're saying? They're saying that we were being ran by kids. I mean, like, what are you going to do about it? What you going to do about it, dog? You ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to do shit. You know what I'm going to do? Which way? Where's the money at? I'm going to let you guys stay political all you want. Election over for me. Is the money this way? Or maybe it's up this winding staircase. Is the money up there? I'm good with the politics. Y'all have that. I'm good. You guys can go back blue, red, blue. Y'all can do the blue, red shit. I'm going to where the green is. I'm going to the green room. I'm done with it. I'm going to the financial institutions. I don't got time. Y'all have at it. Okay. You guys still want to insult each other? Y'all still want to, you still want to play tic-tac-toe with each other? Go ahead. All right. I'm done. I'm playing tic-tac-doe. I'm done. Stock market. I'm making money. I don't got time, man. Y'all have it. Okay. All right. You already know. Okay. If you like me, sub the channel. Hawkman said he met John Madden before he died. I wish I would have met John Madden, man. But I did see him on the sidelines my whole life growing up. I wish I would have met Al Davis. I wish I would have met John Madden, but it didn't happen. Okay. See, Obama said Shaq's going to be up with Rogan, man. Hey, man, that would be a blessing. Unapologetics too. Speaking your mind. Appreciate it. Hey, man, I'll tell you, man, for every benefit Joe Rogan has, there's a negative. He has millions and millions of detractors too. So it ain't love, 100% love. It's a lot of love and a lot of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, but there's a lot of hate too. So, but I appreciate that, man. Okay. Freedom of speech via freedom of access. Okay. Right. Okay. Y'all voting for the guy trying to take away the kids' extracurriculars from school, banning books. Like I said, you got to talk to those people who did what they did, man. I mean, don't assume that you know what I did. I'm the black guy you can't read. Okay, trust me. People just thought automatically they see a beautiful brown chocolate man, and he automatically did what y'all thought he did. Y'all don't know what I. Nobody knows what I did, dog. I'm the guy who will be like, really? Like, you got, hey, don't try to pigeonhole me, man. Ain't gonna work. Okay, Trump ain't did nothing. He said he lied through his teeth. Don't let the propaganda trick you into voting against your own interest. I mean, people, whose interest though? Like I said, you can't use a group anymore. See how you just said it's just a habit that you guys are gonna have to break. People voting against their best interests. Who's the people? I saw this man win this election in a landslide. We were here election night. We had 18,000 people on here during election night. We covered all of that, though. We covered both the Democratic convention, Republican convention, the debate. We were here the whole time. And I'm telling you, he smashed Harris, bro. It wasn't even close. She didn't even get 250 electoral votes. She got smashed on. I mean, and you know what? There's a lot of things and reasons why I think that happened, but there ain't no reason to talk about it now. Okay, unless I feel like I need to, but there's a lot of reasons why that I think that happened. Okay, but it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. The man almost got 300. He had 291, bro. She had like 245. Come on, dog. That's not even close. It's not even close, bro. So, what people are you talking about? Saying. You just have to reconcile the fact you don't like the outcome. You don't like the outcome of the election, and you know what? I understand. I understand both sides, dude. I understand why the Trump supporters are going so hard, because they feel like they had to go through all these years of the blues being up. They took their lumps, man. They took their lumps, bro. The Reds took their lumps and they had to live through it, and now you got to live through it, and you don't want to. I mean, I understand both sides, bro. I'm just like standing in the middle, like, I understand, but is the money over here? Somebody said the money's this way. I'm done with it. I don't live my life through no political lenses, man. When elections come up 2 years from now, when we have the mid elections, man, when it comes time, let's see if you guys keep that same energy. Let's see if you guys go ahead and vote for the senators, and that's when everybody's up for Congress and all of them. See, that's what messes you guys up, because you only vote every 4 years. You don't vote during the mid elections. You ain't voting to make sure that those people are going to be in those places that they need to be in. That's why the House is gone, and all that's why it's all red, because y'all don't vote. Y'all only vote when the president comes. You losing the presidency during those mid elections. Okay. Telling you now, 2026, what are you going to be doing? It's almost 2025 now, dog. What are you going to be doing in 2026? You don't even know who your congressman, who your senator is. You don't know none of that. All that comes into play. How you think they figure out who's going to be the president? You ain't even voted. So, like I said, man, y'all have at it, man. Y'all can keep slapping each other in the mouth like Larry, Curly, and Moe. Y'all ain't like the Three Stooges, man. Okay. Y'all do. I mean, y'all can do that all day, though. Okay. Somebody, is the money that way? Is it south? Is it southeast? I mean, here in LA, I mean, do I need to go is it south of, up Sepulveda? I mean, is it on Wilshire? Yeah. So Wilshire going east? Yeah, that's where the money is. Like, I don't got time. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Okay. All right. Nice stairwell. Yeah. It's in here. Okay. Big time Willie. OG condo in Miami. Build your own house in Miami. I build my own house. Because, well, yeah. Is it going to be on Biscayne Bay? I mean, condo in Miami, Biscayne Bay is off the chain, but it's going to be on Star Island. But then again, that's Diddy Island. I don't know. Maybe the condo now, dog. I mean, there's a lot of hurricanes down there, but there's no state tax in Florida. You know, both of my parents are from Florida. We have property down, family property, air property that's there. A lot of land in northern Florida. So I know all about Florida. I don't know if condos is going to keep their value right now, bro. Condos prices are failing right now. I'd probably say build my own house, to be honest. Okay, is that your choices, bro? Build a crib. Make sure you got those damn hurricane windows, man. That you got those metal things that you can lock up from the inside, man. Or your windows is gonna be gone. Okay, Marina Sanchez don't have a problem with Trump supporters. They have a problem with me. There you go. There you go. You speak. You preaching right now. You preaching right now. Okay. Jessa saying some things that I can't repeat on here, but I'm reading it. Okay. He said Shaq for MVP. Yeah, man, most valuable player. I'm always MVP. I'm with it. The AFL was the most successful football league. Al Davis was commissioned when two leagues merged. They were. They were a legitimate threat. They like I said, the AFL won the last two Super Bowls before they merged. They were kicking them in the mouth. Joe Namath and them were the Jets that really, really started putting the chink in the armor. Broadway Joe, I mean, this was before my time, but it's my job to know the sport that I love. I mean, you love something, you're supposed to do your homework. My dad always had encyclopedias in the house. That's how I know a lot of stuff. My father always had a set of encyclopedias when encyclopedias cost a lot of money. Back when I was a little boy, my father always had encyclopedias in the house because when he was in college, that's how he made money for him to pay for his tuition was to sell encyclopedias. My dad was always a good salesman. So he said, hey, we got to get these encyclopedias. You have to have them. Okay? Because that's how he sold them. He sold them to families saying, because we didn't have no internet. They didn't have all of that stuff. You had to go to the library. You had to go to microfiche. If you guys are old enough to remember microfiche, and you had to go and pull it out of the periodicals and go there and pull the periodicals up, and you go to the lady and be like, hey, I'm looking for an article for the Kennedy assassination or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And she would tell you, well, go to the periodicals and pull out the little thing and bring it back to me. So you go there and look and be like K, it go from like KA to KI, KE to K, And then I'm just looking at the KE, and you find it, pull it up. Oh man, okay. But Washington Post, boop, give it to her. Then she would go back there and give you the little tiny microfilm and shit. Give it to you, and then you go to one of them damn things, and it'd always be some ugly girl over there that's hogging it up, and you'd be like, well, how much longer you gonna be, and all of that shit, and then put that shit in and scroll and do this like this, and shit would move, and you'd read it. Okay, so it was like that, bro. It was like that. Joe Namath, when he said, I guarantee we were going to win a Super Bowl. He goes, we're going to win a Super Bowl. I guarantee it. And was in Miami, and he was, because I saw the documentaries in Miami. The dude had on a fur coat with no shirt on, had all the taco meat hair hanging all out, long hair, sunglasses, fur coat chilling, shooby doobies laying around, definitely breaking backs. They're talking about, Joe, are you ready for this game? Johnny Unitas, the greatest quarterback of all time, the GOAT. And he's like, man, we're going to win this Super Bowl. I guarantee it. Nobody had ever been that brash, but I was on some Muhammad Ali shit. That ain't never been done in football. And guess what? Went right out there and whipped their ass. Beat them, dog. Beat them into the ground. And then it was like, man, this AFL is really doing something. And then the next year, Hank Stram and the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Vikings. Every time the AFL was always the underdogs. They were always the dogs. Those last two Super Bowls, AFL beat them in the ground, was beating them in the ground, man, beating their ass. They're like, man, we got to do something. Pete Rozelle's like, man, we got to do something. But Al Davis was the commissioner. That's a whole nother story. Go watch Al Davis versus the NFL. You'll understand why the NFL and the Raiders don't get along. You'll understand. Al Davis was Donald Trump before Donald Trump. Okay. All right. Let's get these guys out of here. Okay. Ray Love in the house. What's going on, man? I see you guys. Matt Herman says green means nothing if you look at it as a number. You have to look at it as an inflationary asset. Come on, man. You said all of that right now, man, and you're waiting for your check right now. I mean, you said all of that just to say you want some money. I mean, with all that being said, man, you still gonna get a check. You still want your money though. You still want your tax return check though. Can't make it up. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm reading what you guys are talking about. A lot of this stuff you guys say I can't read. R words and all this stuff. I can't read that. Raiders coming back to Oakland. I don't know how. Okay. Okay. Crazy Creation said, yeah, Chiefs haven't had time to worry about the fade chasing history, yo. No. Nah, man, when you take a L, you take a L, dog. It's part of your record. You don't get to pop it when you're 9-0 and now you're 9-1. Now you don't got time. Nah. Don't work like that, homie. Okay. Ray Love, 18K. Yes, sir. We're doing it. Okay. What do I think about those outrageous cabinet picks? What do you expect? Trump takes care of his people. Take care of the people that take care of him, dog. You ever had somebody owe you money and spend money right in front of you? I mean, have you ever had that, bro? You're like, hey, man, this cat's over here spending. Man, you owe me $20, man. You talking about that $20, man? You that change? You talking about that change, bro? Really? Man, it's only $20. I told you I got you. I said, man, you over here spending money on this ugly broad. Give me my $20, dog. Like, Trump ain't that type of dude, dog. You had Trump's back. Trump gonna hook you up. Trump said, you got me. I'm gonna make you a cabinet member. I'm gonna make you, I'm gonna make you attorney general. I'm gonna make you this. People who ain't even qualified, dog. I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna put you there. I'm gonna put you there. That's how he got to where he got to, by keeping his word. I mean, you don't gotta like the man, shoot, man, but there's lessons to be learned, bro. There's lessons to be learned. Your network is your net worth. If you're with people and those people, you look out for them and they take care of you back, you can pretty much get anything you want, bro. If you got a network of people who are quid pro quo, as they say, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, which is pretty much Latin. That's pretty much quid pro quo is pretty much Latin for you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Now if you scratch my ass and you go ahead and smell it because I ain't giving you nothing back. Think about all the people who did something for you and you shitted on them. Think about all the people they did something for you and you didn't return the favor. That's why you're in the position you in. Okay? Trump takes care of the people who took care of him, dog. And that's what he does. He doesn't burn his people. He don't do that. He don't. You don't have to like the people. Now you start talking about what kind of people they are and the quality. Because you gotta now you have to you have to figure out how, because that's a positive attribute, really, but you don't want that to be attributed to him. So then you got to talk about, well, look who it is, and they're these people, and they condone this, and I mean, all that may be true, may not be true. I don't know. I haven't dug that deep into it, but if you say it is in your eyes, then that's the truth to you. But the bottom line is the reason why he's in the position he is because he takes care of the people that looked out for him. That's what he does. But a lot of times, you take care of people and the people don't return it. Like you do it for something, somebody's down and out, you help them out, and later on down the line, they act like they don't know you. I mean, it's not the same. Okay, so that's what it is. All right. Okay. Okay. Talking about some racism or something. Okay. Regular Lamb, yeah, outrageous only comes out. It's outrageous just to stop the nonsense. Red Love history hasn't happened yet, but losing is the greatest day of the year. Gotta wait till the next one. Yeah. Okay. I'm reading you guys' comments. Some of these things I can't say on here. Okay. All right. Like I said, man, I'm sanctioned by YouTube. I can't just read and say whatever on here though. I just can't. Like, I have a channel. So there is guidelines, but y'all can type whatever. Y'all can have at it. But don't expect me to read a lot of the things you guys are saying. It's not going to be said by me at all. But I'm reading it. I understand what you're saying, but it won't be read. Okay. Ray loves to get beachfront property in Las Vegas. I mean, damn. They did it in Dubai. If they can build waterways and build a beachfront property in Dubai, they could build it in Vegas if they had enough money. Okay. Yeah, you guys are going at it. Y'all going at it, bro. Okay. We'll get this out of here. Like I said, the guy can't even spell. You're insulting me. You can't even spell. Get your ass off my channel, dog. Get your ass out of here. Okay. You see, like I said, a lot of things you guys say on here, I can't read. Okay. Y'all talking about the Senate. You may got to do something, bro. Shady business. I remember that. Projector film. Okay, Divvy's Kid, Britannica filled 3 shelves. We had Encyclopedia Britannica. We had all kinds of books in my house. I read everything, bro. I'd be reading about the Wild West. My family, both of my parents were in the military. They were officers in the military. Both of my parents were college graduates. Okay. My father was an officer in the Navy. In his naval flight class, he was the only black man in his naval class that graduated. I come from intelligent people. We always had books in the house, and that encyclopedia was there. All of them, bro. I had them all. So when I needed to do a book report, I didn't have to stay at the library. I like to be at the library, man, because there was some cute girls in there. But my mom was like, "Hey, you better get home. You can finish up there. Do some of your research there and come home and finish it up." I had everything, anything I wanted to know. Anything I wanted to know, I could just open it up. It may had a limit to, how long it was, but I knew the basics. I knew everything. NFL, I knew all about that. I go to school knowing everything, dog. Okay, I knew the NFL was formed in 1920. I knew this. I knew that. I knew about all those. I knew about all those old coaches: Amos, Alonzo, Stagg, and Pop Warner, the original Pop Warner, and Newt Rockney, and Four Horsemen. I knew all that stuff. I wasn't even born. My dad wasn't even born because it was all in that encyclopedia. Anything I wanted to know at any time, I looked, open it up. Oh. That's why I always knew more than the guys I hung out with. They'd be like, "Shaq, you think you know everything, man. You don't know everything." I don't, but I know more than you. As long as I know more than you, I'm doing okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Greg Lamb. Okay. You guys are definitely going at it. I love it. Okay. All right. See you guys on here. Yeah, encyclopedia they still around, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Bilk said, I copied all my book reports from 1970s from the Encyclopedia Britannica. You know what was good about the Encyclopedia Britannica, bro? The Encyclopedia Britannica, they used to have at least the ones that we had, milk. In the back, they would have like, we used to call them Cliff Notes in high school, but what is called those little abridgments in the back. And you could just take the abridgment in the back because they would be able to be smart enough to know you weren't using that kind of verbiage. You're in 8th grade and you're taking words that are way out of your, I would, but I go to the abridgments in the back and just take those, bro, because they didn't know. They'd be like, "Hey man, I just take it right from the abridgment." Like, okay, where it have like C abridgment, blah blah blah. Go scroll right to the back of the encyclopedia. But I had mine. They didn't have the ones I had because they were a school, so they had newer ones. So I was like, "Hey man, I'll just okay, go to the abridgment." Oh, boop. Okay, that's back when they used red pencil milk to write on your shit. A minus. Circle it. I'm like, hey, dog, took it out of the abridgment. Okay. House junkies in the house, man. You know what it is. Okay. Citrus Coast Cali Raider, man. Appreciate your knowledge. I'm sure Unfiltered Nation would enjoy some Tupac stories. I got Tupac stories. I got Suge Knight stories. Man, there's a lot of things. I definitely got some stories, bro, that I was involved in. Like I was there. So yeah, it's a lot. Okay. Victor Don Frankenstein in the house. Okay. All right. Yeah, teachers couldn't check the abridgment though, because they didn't have mine. Mine had the abridgments. My father had the top, my father had the gold leaf ones milk. The gold leaf, you know how the Bible, old school Bibles, you would have the ones that had, because that's flossing. If you had a Bible that had gold leaf or silver leaf on that, when you closed it and it, had the leaf on, that's flossing, bro. Okay. My pops had the Encyclopedia Britannicas that had the extra gold leafing on them. So they had abridgments, they had all these things in them, dog. I just had no excuse, bro. And I still, when I started playing sports, that's when my grades went. Yeah, when I started playing sports, my course, because it was just like I was just too involved with sports, man, to even do what I needed to do. Okay, but yeah, okay. Gregory Lamb talking about Trump and what he's doing. Okay, yeah, I know, dog. Okay, yeah, let me get these guys out of here. I mean, go back to the dungeon, back to the dungeon. All right, y'all, man. I mean, I want to come in and say what I need to say. An hour and a half is pretty good. Okay, but yeah, the NFL, they took a mea culpa. They don't want no smoke. They like, man, go ahead, do the Trump dance, do whatever you want to do. Okay, just don't kneel, though. But stand up, but don't, do whatever. But the thing that's funny about it, they cut it out. They cut the celebration out. All right. Dr. Feelgood, I was at Mandy's Donuts, man. Got me donut and coffee. Business trip in Inglewood today. Hey, man, let me tell you what you do, Dr. Feelgood. The coffee at Randy Donuts is all right. Okay. I just went to Randy's yesterday. But if you go up Manchester, you get your donuts from there. You cross over to 405. Just telling you the next time Dr. Feelgood is trying to help you. I mean, you did good on the donuts, though. Cross over to 405. The next light, you're going to see a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and an Arco station. Go to the next light. The next light is a drive-through Starbucks. That's what you do next time. You go there, get your donuts. Probably saw Abuelita, my Abuelita that I always see. Yes, ma'am. How you doing? How you doing today? How's this baby? Blah blah blah. Give me 4 donuts for one. Then you don't drink their coffee. Coffee's all right. You take your ass over to that Starbucks. It's not even a mile, but it's like a quarter of a mile away. That's what you do next time, dog. Okay, trying to help you. All right, man. Y'all have a good night, man. I'm about to go in and hang out with the fam bam. Good chopping up with you guys, man. We'll talk tomorrow. I'm at the Check and Filter.